each other, work together, kind of share pain if you need to. Oh, Bears corner getting dropped, Matt. 5-on-3 advantage here for Aftermath. Aftermath looking really, really strong this morning, Matt.
Yeah, it's from that top side.
Aftermath calls 53, really good call. It means there's 5 of us, 3 of them. Bears have the top snake and then 2 in the bottom here. Bears player running down the snake side, makes a big move. And gets a red penalty.
That's the desperation penalty right there.
Yep, that's what it was. Both of these players for the Bears will be called now, will be pulled out. Luckily, there's 2 to pull, so they don't have to start down on bodies. Aftermath's going to be up 3 points, Matty.
Aftermath is looking good. They're doing everything right. Yeah, again, first couple points, a couple deaths here or there, mostly off the break, though. So, no, not big mistakes, right? You get a shot off the break, that's sometimes just unlucky. The guy made a good shot on you as you're running to your spot. But then they, in those pressure situations, making all the right decisions, winning low body moments. Then they come into a situation where they have a lead to protect, and they play offense. They take ground in the middle, 2 bodies in the snake, and then they knew everything. They knew where the kills came from. They had all of it isolated. It was perfect.
Yeah, I think Aftermath is greatly benefiting from practicing Dynasty on a pretty regular basis because their level of play is really skyrocketing.
Okay.
So in the pits right now, it's Coach Woodruff talking with his boys. Not a lot of time left in this one here. X Factor versus Revo. See, looking over Revo's shoulders right now as they double up that back center, and then they're going to scurry into the snake here pretty quick. Ooh, did he make it clean? Looks like he did.
X Factor drops 1, drops 2, Matt.
Yeah, Billy Bernaccia coming off. Big kill for Revo. Try to get back in this match. And
yeah, 3-on-5 advantage here for Revo, Matty. Down by 1 point. X Factor getting out to the top side in the top side wing. Now Matt Jackson fills the snake corner. Great field there from Matt Jackson. Really strong bunker on that drill corner. Snake corner. TJ Danner back center for X Factor. Fills into the temple on the bottom side.
So it's Cody Bayless and Billy Bernaccia taking the early walk here for X Factor. Sean Salcedo used to play on X Factor, and he's at the wedge right now trying to shoot down this sideline at Matt Jackson. TJ Danner right beside Matt Jackson.
I watched Shorty play a lot last week, and he was impressive. He had a lot of good moves. A lot of, played well, communicated well. Not any mistakes in his game that I saw.
Benny Carroll's going to get behind Sean Salcedo. He just made a move up into D2. Weaver up the middle at the South Electrics bunker looking towards that top side.
Yeah, Revo has all the spots. Top snake, bottom snake, 1 in the middle, 1 on both takes backing up their snakes. They're certainly in position to win this point. And if they do, it's going to tie this matchup with not very much time left, which is going to make a very interesting either last point or overtime. Oh, Revo dropping a body. Who was that? Everett Stewart taking the walk for Revo. That's a really, really bad death for him. They needed. It's okay for him to die if he's trying to press forward and win this point, but getting dinked out of the back, just can't do that.
Forces Weaver to scurry over.
Yeah.
As he gets into that mini wall.
Shorty's over here gunfight with Matt Jackson and gets Matt Jackson. I was just going to say, at the same time, meter drives on the top tape, Matty.
Yeah, the top side's getting blown open from the snake.
Yep.
Just can't hide, man. Once you lose either top side, bottom side, that snake is so powerful. So Revo going to tie this one up. And as Salcedo, they're going to let Salcedo hit the buzzer.
I was just thinking that Salcedo shouldn't be gunfighting down the tape with Matt Jackson because Matt's such a dominant gunfighter. And then Matt gets shot, and I was like, I'm glad I didn't say that.
You just said it right now, though.
Oh, I snitched on myself. Damn it. Terrible at this game.
Yeah, man. It's an interesting game here between Revo and X Factor.
It's a great event, man.
Yeah, it's been a fun one. So there was Meter getting caught. So yeah, Meter just had no idea that they had an opponent at that powerful wedge bunker. And then once that side's completely blown open, that lane gets dropped with the death of Meter Ninos. Revo was able to also look like he might have been breaking some paint too. In the pits right now with Revo.
Yeah, I've seen paint breaking this weekend. It's been a problem with the cold weather.
You heard me when I was talking after all, right?
Yeah, but I know. I heard you. But he was shooting right over my bunker.
Caleb Abel.
Hey, he was trying to bounce it in.
Kyle Bowen.
Where? Yeah, I was chilling.
You were good. Yeah. Hey, good pace. Tucked up below. Yeah.
Hey, I got shot by the third. I was trying to figure out where the third
Oh,
was.
God.
I got shot by me.
Yeah, you got over from Virginia to Romeo.
I know. I died from the Boston.
Okay, because you were yelling at me.
On the breakout.
Aftermath taking spots. and shooting bodies and getting Bears drop penalty.
Yeah, the Bears are
Bears down to 2 on 5, Matt.
Bears are falling apart right now, Rich.
Yes, 5 on 2 advantage here for Aftermath. Once they see this wall of bodies walking off, I think this will be a short put. Although they do lose their first body because Aftermath Bears have one player up in the center of the field getting kills.
They lose 2 actually. So
I don't think they know he's there. I think he shot 2. So now it goes from a 5 on 2 to a 2 on 3 advantage for Aftermath.
So Aftermath
lost 3, man.
Yeah, Aftermath's losing
2 on 2.
I think it's Sakaguchi up in that middle. They had no idea
work.
he was there.
Yeah.
Well, maybe the Bears will. I mean, it looked like they were falling apart because they were losing so many bodies, but maybe Sakaguchi will save the day here and keep this one close with 5 minutes on the clock.
See if Aftermath continue to be gritty. Or
this is the do or die moment. Because if Aftermath goes, it looks like, did they get the shot in on Sakaguchi?
Yes.
They did. So, I mean, he did a lot of damage. Unfortunately, he lost his entire line behind him. But when you're it's a 1-on-2 situation with Aftermath making moves on that top side, and they still have one in D1, and looks like the Bears with a body in that back corner bunker.
I think I would just concede this point.
Have to, right?
Sucks, but yeah.
Well, it's
again, sucks being a coach, man.
Well, yeah, then because this is what's going to happen. If they conceded, it would have saved a little bit of time. They're going to be down by 4 regardless, and they have 4:30 to work with. It's just the way the Aftermath
pretty good if you're an Aftermath fan.
Well, and even obviously when you go back and look at this one, if Aftermath continues to run the score, like, oh man, Aftermath just destroyed the Bears. These points have been kind of close.
Well, and the Bears should have won the first 2.
But it's good because you want to face adversity, right? You want to win, but you want to face some adversity, so you fix things and you
adjust
that mentally focused moment. And they have faced adversity, Aftermath here, and they've answered the call, man, looking good.
Did the middle guy get you too, Brandon?
Yes. He crawled back. No, he crawled back to the target and shoot him.
Nobody saw him.
Great fucking point. Dirty straight.
Fucking hey, dirty. Yeah, dirty.
Yeah, dirty. Let's go.
Hey, line one. Come
Mario, clean up, David, please.
Big point here. X Factor breaking out from the blue side of the field. Score is tied 2-2. Revo's from the red side. Sun's getting a little bit higher, so the glare is not quite as bad. Referees took a timeout to clean some of the bunkers. Ever vigilant. Which, as Joe pointed out, is good because Revo only had 4 bodies out there.
Yeah, so tense moments. Both these teams here in the wild card round locked up 2 apiece. And also just how everyone's it's even on the points right now because it looks kind of even in how they're playing.
100%.
I don't think X Factor looks better than Revo right now, and Revo doesn't look better than X Factor.
A little back and forth.
Yeah, it's definitely back and forth. It's just who's going to execute right now, who's going to make fewer mistakes, who's going to get a little lucky.
Yeah, who's not.
You need all those things.
Yeah, survive the breakout, contain the other team, get in a better position, and then close it out. I feel like the momentum has been kind of switching back and forth, too. Like, it hasn't been, one way or the other, except for, obviously, in the Aftermath match.
So, on the breakout here, looks like 5-on-5, conservative breakout. And then a release as Jackson getting taken out. He gets a good zone control here from Revo as Matt Jackson tried to get into that insert bunker on the top side. And has to take the walk. They're still doubling up that back center as well, too, here for X Factor to get Meter Niños out.
So nice to have someone like Meter being able to shoot on the break because he's got the athleticism to get out of there. Axel filling up the center of the field now, Matt. It's a little different look for him.
4-on-5 situation. Yeah, it's a safer route, obviously, to run up the middle, but not as productive as getting outside wide.
Yeah, and if they get outside of you, you're very vulnerable.
Well, he's up there, and I don't think they know he's there, and he's zoned up waiting for somebody to make the move into the snake. Bottom side snake. Now looking at more top side here, and going to switch back off and put a lane on Revo.
Oh, he gets a kill in the back center, Matty.
Oh,
Axel wraps around and shoots that back center.
Yeah, they just doubled it up a little bit too long.
Yep. The longer you stay there, the more chance you have of getting shot. Couldn't see who that was who got dinked out. Big fill out to the corner there. I think that was Caleb Abel. Axel matches that fill, goes to the bottom snake. Great read and reaction from Axel Gogden. 4-on-4 here. 2-2 with like a minute left in this match.
Yeah,
this is going to go to overtime.
It very possibly could, unless
nope, maybe not.
Yeah, so body right now dropping 4.
Shorty.
Yeah,
Coming off for Revo.
Yeah, coming off from Revo here from that top side.
I think that was Axel again, Matt. He was looking in from that wing. 3-on-4 advantage now for X Factor. Oh, as they drop Billy Bernacci, 3-on-3, Matty.
Yeah, so that's a huge...
3-on-2, Axel gets another one.
Huge kill right now as Axel hits the deck, crawls up with just 40 seconds left to go. Is he going to have enough time to break this cross, though, Rich? I don't know. There is enough time, but it's starting to do it. I think we still got a decent chance of seeing an overtime point here, Rich.
Yeah, it looks like overtime to me.
TJ Danner getting right behind here. Axel is the big launch on the top side for San Antonio X Factor, trying to find these last bodies. Back center, back corner. They do get the kill in the back corner with 17 seconds left. That might be the crucial kill, as they're going to have enough time to steal this win here at the end if they force a concession, though. So disaster strikes for Revo. San Antonio X Factor gets the crucial kills in the crucial moment as time was ticking off the clock, and I think that's going to be enough. It's going to take a bit of a miracle here for Revo with just 11 seconds, Rich.
Yeah, and the only thing Mike could have done is conceded that when the corner guy got shot, just to save him like another 5 seconds, but I don't even think that would have made a difference.
If that back corner had stayed alive for just, 10 more seconds, that's it. We go to overtime.
Yep.
Tough.
That's how close it is out here, man. That's how small the mistakes get made and make the difference between going on and going home.
Uphill climb for the Brooklyn Bears. Gonna have to score 4 points. They got a little more than a minute to work with per point. Aftermath looking really good to be moving on to the quarterfinals. Does look like the Bears gonna be dropping a body on the break and gonna commit all the way up the center. That was an issue with his gun, though. Still doesn't have it up yet. Not ideal.
5-on-3 advantage for Aftermath as they lose their first player. 4-on-3 advantage now for Aftermath.
Brooklyn Bears crawling now past the 50 in the middle of the field. Here on your screen, right-hand side. And just zoned up on that top side, and he's going to get a nice kill, so that move ended up working out for him.
Good zone control. Caught him on the fill.
They needed that right now, but I mean, unfortunately for them, they just gotta have to get it going, though.
They need a lot, yeah. And they can't be hanging out in that snake corner with no one on that tape and playing D-ball when they're down by 4 points with less than 4 minutes. They drop another body up the gut, I believe. Yeah, Bears drop another body, so I think it's a 2-on-2 now, Matt. When it was a 5. Oh, nope, 2-on-1 now.
No, Nick clocks in and gets a kill.
Oh, but then gets caught.
Yeah, he gets caught over the top, but can't really knock him, right? I mean, he has to push the issue. Might be a 1-on-2, I believe. 2 bodies left alive for Aftermath as Bears making a move topside snake.
Another squandered point there from the Bears. They had the position and the bodies. Lost the point.
Not seeing a concession either from them because I think they understand
because they've been
situation.
Broken. They've been broken.
And now they're going to get a concession. So I was like, they're just going to let the time run out?
They wanted to, they just couldn't.
I'd see a mercy rule win here from Aftermath. Well, only, I think, 11 seconds. We have, I think, the quickest point.
Way to be, dude.
We got some news from our booth. They went back and checked. I think 26 seconds was the fastest point yesterday. Friday. So I don't even know if it's possible, to be honest. 11 seconds. A major.
Yeah. Major will do it.
So under 60 seconds, a major
X Factor,
will stop
I can't see them
stop
get
the
a
time.
major on this. Just, too mature.
Yeah, they're
telling
each other that.
I was
Probably.
going to say, it
No
looks like they got
penalties.
all their smart guys in there.
No penalties.
Axel's the only little question mark.
So looks like we have a little bit of a technical timeout as the countdown clock has stopped at 45. It's going to give these guys a little bit more time to think about that run as Revo going to have to launch and just basically run right at them. 11 seconds. Just run and gun, man. Run and gun up the field. Send 2 bodies up the middle, or sorry, 2 outside, 2 up, then 3 up the middle, essentially.
And you got to hit your outside shots.
Yeah.
And it's tough because traditionally there's a lot of bunkers in the middle, but usually there's a clear path that you can run through without having to jump. Because when you jump up in the air, Obviously, it's really easy for everybody to see you. You can't shoot very accurately. And then coming back down and getting your gun back up and getting back on target is challenging. So doing that in a little bit of time is very challenging. There's no clear path on this field. There are bunkers and snakes everywhere.
No, I know. Diego! No.
Yeah, so still a little bit of a technical timeout here. Next match is coming up will be the quarterfinals. It's going to be Edmonton Impact and Legion, Hurricanes, and Infamous.
Yeah, looks like the referees are trying to fix some radios, change some batteries out real quick.
So now time's starting to tick down to this last point. And Revo probably thinking, please, little baby Jesus, give us a
please
major
see a red
penalty.
flag.
Give us a major penalty on X
Please
Factor.
see a red flag on the other side of the field. See if Billy Bonacci and Axel go short. I'm guessing they will. Yep.
There goes the break here, and there goes the full court press as they're going to send 3 bodies to the top side on the full attack here, running as fast as they can, but they are, unfortunately for Revo, running into guns.
I don't think they shot anybody.
Is going to do it. So
wow.
X Factor going to knock out Revo in a very close match. 3-2 will be that final score, and now they move on to play San Diego Dynasty.
That should be easy.
They actually just played each other yesterday afternoon, and that was a very close battle. Dynasty ended up taking it, though.
Well, and like we talked about yesterday, you pointed out really X Factor's got maybe a slight advantage in the fact that they played the field this morning. They're warmed up. They're loose. You know, they've made a few more adjustments because they've got one more game full of data. So, you know, maybe that equalizes the playing field a little bit.
It's okay. So if you're playing the team that came out of the wild card round, you're obviously playing a team that didn't do as well as the teams that got the bye right into the quarterfinals. But you're now playing a pretty good professional paintball team who just warmed up with a win.
Yeah.
And then you have to come in cold. So, yeah, I'd rather be in the quarterfinals playing against the team that's also coming in cold.
Well, and it's a lot of little things, right? Like, hey, we know that the paint's working good for us this morning, right? We've got the right batch. It's not breaking the guns. It's breaking on the people. We know, everything's kind of working. Everything's kind of flowing already. We don't have to figure anything out the first couple of points.
Yeah, so can Aftermath put the finishing touches on this Mercy Rule win? It's 5-on-5 break as the Bears start to filter up the field, up the middle. And they really, point spread means nothing right now. It's all about win or go home. So they have to start recklessly attacking. The
Bears are attacking on that top side, Matty. They're in that big brick on the inside of the snake over there, putting a lot of cross pressure on the Aftermath player in this laydown. Oh, but he gets eliminated, Matty. 5-on-4 advantage for Aftermath as the Bears get into the snake on the bottom side. Bears player taking a walk, too. 4-on-4. Oh, another Bears player taking a walk. Sorry.
Taking that walk from the top side. Pretty much at the same time. They died within seconds of each other, 3-on-5. And it is just looking perfect for Aftermath.
It's looking all Aftermath out
So
here.
impressive.
It's looking all Aftermath out
They won the low body situations. They made the correct decisions. They, and also you want to win big games, win the close points.
And, man, hats off to the coaching staff and Ramirez and all those guys and Woodruff. They did a great job with this young, hungry team. I mean, they put the work in. They're playing against Dynasty. I think that really helps them. But they're doing the work, and, man, it's paying off. Really, really good job.
Yeah.
What a big turnaround for this team, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, Aftermath losing a body from that back corner, but
making a strong case for them being breakout team of the next year already, or this year already.
So still 4 bodies out there, though, for Aftermath, and they're just trying to burn all this clock off. I mean, pretty much this is over right now. Minute 20, 5 points. No, that's not going to happen. They get another kill. And the Bears are also out of concessions because it is a 6-point Mercy Rule. And then here comes the attack as they've already done all the work. There was actually 1 body left alive for the Bears on that top side. That is going to do it. Complete destruction of the Bears from San Diego Aftermath as they're going to punch their ticket into the quarterfinals and take on Houston Heat.
Again, another easy match. It's all downhill from here, guys. It's all downhill from here.
So big congratulations to both X Factor and Aftermath. So again, it's going to be Dynasty and X Factor in the quarters, Houston Heat and Aftermath. And then but before we get to that, it's going to be Impact, Legion, Hurricanes, and Infamous here in the 2024 NXL Las Vegas Major. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Let everybody know the best paintball players on planet Earth are throwing down here at the first big event of the year. We'll see you in just a few.
Time out! Come on!
Major League Paintball is coming to Las Vegas for the first event of the 2024 season. At its heart, the game of paintball is simple. Shoot your opponents before you get shot, and then march down the field to victory. In the Major League Paintball Pro format, each team employs 5 players at a time, and they have a buzzer on their side to protect. Hit the opponent's buzzer, win the point. En route to the buzzer, both teams will be locked in gunfights, utilizing diverse strategies while moving up a field full of bunkers, fighting to get into critical positions. And these strategies could change given the score and the time left on the clock. There's 15 minutes in regulation. The highest point total wins the game. This is chess with guns, with no quarter given and no quarter requested. Welcome to Major League Paintball.
So right here, this is the coolest part of the duel. I boxed when I was younger in high school. I wrestled, and you always put your feet in the ground and you look straight across at your opponent, whether it be 80 feet or 5 feet.
It's one-on-one, man. It's no man's land out there. You can try to think you have a way, and it could get completely corrupted really quickly.
I think that it's the truest form of skill. It shows how quick you can be, how much work you've done with your gun skills. I get to battle this guy. I get to go to war with this guy.
$10,000. $10,000. I've never won $10,000 playing paintball.
You can't bluff. You can't pretend like you're good. You got to put 10 points up. And you got to look the other guy in the face and tell that guy that you're going to put 10 points on him and he can't do anything about it, or maybe he will.
Gunfight. Gunfight.
Get on this box, look the other guy in the eye, tell him you're going to fuck him up, and go fuck him up. It's that simple, baby.
Hey, what's up everyone? This is Walker with Carbon Paintball, here to show you the difference between the SC and the CC harness. Our premier pack is the SC harness. The first thing you're going to notice when you grab that is actually how light it is and how small it is. In fact, it is 1 pod less in width than a traditional harness as well. Secondly, the silicone that's throughout the whole belt is going to secure the pack on you, so if you're running, diving, jumping, it's not going to move around. And then you're also going to notice the ventilation. So the whole belt has perforations throughout to keep it way more breathable than a traditional pack. Lastly is the lumbar support on the SC pack is hard. That's going to keep it tighter to your back, especially if you're a little bit of a smaller guy. And the CC harness, the main difference that you're going to notice that it doesn't have the ventilated belt. And also when you put it on, it has a way larger lumbar support. It's a 2-tier foam, so it's really cushy, it's really comfortable, but it's not as rugged and tight as the SC harness. Other than that, what you're going to notice is all of the harder injection moldings for all of the logos on the CC harness versus the SC. All of them are soft or they're non-existent to keep the pack as light as possible. Besides that, both packs feature our tapered tube ejectors, so they actually slim as you pull pods, which is going to move the pods to the middle of your back and keeping your profile as tight and slim as possible. Both packs do come in 2 sizes, small, medium, and large XL, and they're both available in 4 and 5 pack as well. For a full feature list and more information, visit crbnpaintball.com.
We should have won the point. Yeah, the other shit, whatever. We pulled those back. We should have won that point. End of the point, we should have won that point. I couldn't think.
There's no Dorito, there's no corner. And I'm screaming and I'm shooting my gun. And then Brandon gets up there and he's helping hold. The move's there.
It is 1 weekend before the first event of the 2024 season here, NXL, Major League Paintball, and all across the United States. The 20 best teams in the world, the 20 teams that comprise the Pro Division, are all practicing right now, trying to learn this unconventional layout. Now, we happen to be at one of the best places for this training. It's Capitol Edge, Northern California, and it's San Diego Dynasty and Edmonton Impact, the #1 and #2 teams at World Cup, and also Los Angeles Infamous, a 3-team battle going back and forth here to try to figure this thing out. So we're going to dive into a practice report. We're going to see what's working, what's not, touch base with some players about tactics and strategy, and also just kind of see how the sausage is made at the professional level and see how this goes down. Let's check it out.
Like, you guys think you're shooting your guns, dude? Fucking, dude, go watch. You know what? Fucking watch Marcelo. Watch him play, because he's playing it fucking perfect. That motherfucker's living, talking, and shooting his gun. You guys want an example how to win a game? It's that motherfucker right there. Screaming, talking, shooting his gun.
Sunday's the best day. I don't know why, dude. Sundays, for some reason, I'm always in a good mood on Sunday. We win a lot.
We just got done with another match. You know, it's Sunday, so we're playing matches against Impact and Infamous. We're doing 6 minutes. Really, the whole point of it is just to get acclimated with playing the score, the clock in different situations, being able to protect the lead or come back. In that match, we were down a point with 1.5 minutes to go. We were able to tie it up, go to overtime. Lost in overtime, but it's still really good practice to see those situations and get ready for the event. 3-minute overtime point. Ryan, I might come in off the tee.
I'll be way over here.
Yeah, let me in. Hey, hold on. We ran into this issue in Chicago, and I thought we should have a code for it, but I was like, you know what? We might not see that situation again, and we just did. Yeah. So you could have bunkered the ghetto clean.
Yeah. If you don't shoot your gun, I don't know how the fuck you think you're gonna hit anybody. That's the simplest fucking kindergarten math I can give you in paintball. If you don't shoot your gun, we are not winning this game.
Yosh, I'm gonna be off the back.
Two guys over here.
Okay.
They're gonna do the release.
Come here, team! Come here, team!
Missouri Allstars have been playing together out of Kansas City for about going on 5 years. Our play style is super aggressive. We like to just be in your face constantly, can just keep the gas going the whole time. D4 season, I had hit Walker up and was like, hey man, like, what's the situation with this carbon gear? It looks awesome. I would like to get my guys in it. And from right then and there, D4 season 4 years ago, he got us plugged in. We've been with him ever since. They're here at every event. They have gear that you can buy on hand. They have lenses on hand. If you have a tear in your knee pad, you need to swap that out. They'll have that for you. I've literally had Walker in my pit in Dallas asking me if I need help with pits. Like, you can't ask for anything more from a sponsor.
If it's meant to be, I'm up and coming, but calming down, I'm centering.
Walker here with Carbon Paintball. I'm going to run you guys through our new CC Pro bottom versus the SC bottom. The first thing that you're going to notice if you're actually trying these on is the fit. The fit is a little bit more loose, it's a little bit more relaxed. So in the SC, I wear a large personally, but I would wear a medium in this product. The reason for that is it is a little bit looser in the calf region and it's 3/4 length. So if you're a skinnier guy like me, I would still suggest the SC Pro bottoms with the full length. It's just going to be a little bit better coverage for you so it's not moving around. But if you're a little bit of a bigger guy, these do go all the way up to 3XL. And then the last feature to note is our new knee region. It's got a Cordura weave on top of our padding. So if you're not wearing a paintball specific pant, this is probably going to be a little bit more durable for you. If you have any more questions, you're looking for any more info, visit carbonpaintball.com.
In their first meeting during the 2023 season, the Toulouse Tontons will face off against Stockholm's Joy Division in the finals. These two teams are sitting first and second respectively in the season standings, and each team has only lost a single prelim match this entire season. While both of these teams have already punched their tickets to World Cup, the 2023 season championship title is still up for grabs. The Tontons are looking to complete the
What? That's going on.
Keep calm.
Some dreams are elusive, but some do come true. For the Tontons, their dream of European mastery has been achieved, taking the European Championship 3 years in a row. But when one dream is fulfilled, another, more grand in scope, will always arise. The Tontons will be joined in the pursuit of this new dream by Joy Division, versed in the Lucky 15s. With the final event of the European season in the books, these 4 squads will travel to the United States in November to compete on the grandest of all paintball stages, the NXL World Cup in Kissimmee, Florida. There they will face the toughest of all paintball tests as they battle against the most dominant teams in history to see if they can earn the right to call themselves world champions.
Welcome back, 2024 NXL Las Vegas Major. I'm Matty Marshall, alongside 2 paintball legends, Todd Martinez, the coach of Chicago Aftershock, and Rich Telford, the coach from New York Extreme. We are in the quarterfinals right now. It's going to be Edmonton Impact taking on Red Legion, and the Hurricanes taking on Infamous. So, Todd, we'll start with you. Impact Legion, this is a good old-fashioned classic matchup between 2 titans in this sport. Let me ask you this. Do you think Legion's ready to win a tournament right now?
I really do. I mean, we watched that. We practiced against them on Tuesday, well, all weekend last weekend, and a couple of extra days on Monday and Tuesdays. And, I mean, they are attacking this field really well. I think that with the addition of Justin Rabikoff, they just have another piece that really knows how to break down a field, and he's doing a really good job for them to start.
Jumping into point number 1, and it looks like Legion is going to be losing a body on the break. It's going to be a 5-on-4 situation here as Edmonton Impact lasering paintballs down the field off the break to get that kill. They're going to get out of doubling up that back center. And there is the line. Nice fill for Legion. No, he did not make it clean. But they do have that top side snake there. You see that 4 on your screen in blue? That's Legion player.
Yeah, 5-on-2 advantage here for Impact, Matty. Big advantage early in this match for Impact. Although it looks like they might be getting a penalty on this back line. Nope, looks like he's clean.
Impact going to be losing a body, though, from that Aztec in the backfield. As here comes the push from Malloy on that top side. He's all the way on the Impact side of the field. He's got 2 guns looking his way. I don't know if Mike Urena can live in that spot with Malloy all the way in their D2.
Yeah.
Malloy is hard to stop.
Down 3 bodies. Russian Legion still pushing down that snake side. Malloy gets 2 kills. Urena is going to fight him from that mini wall spot instead of just jumping into the snake over here.
2-on-2, guys. Went from a 5-on-2 to a 2-on-2.
Brandon Cornell's walking off the field for Impact now. Just looks like Urena and Trevor Reeser left alive.
Here comes J-Rab up the middle. See if he can catch Mike Urena. Mike Urena gets caught. Chase with J-Rab, 1-on-1. Oh, Malloy gets caught.
man, Malloy almost pulled that one out. So it was looking dire for a second as Malloy made that giant move, dire for impact. But Trevor Reeser lived through all that chaos. And they got the shot on J-Rab as well, too. But J-Rab and Malloy almost pulled off that really low body situation.
Yeah, that was incredible.
Yeah, super scary there. Justin Rabikoff was keeping everybody at bay over here on the snake side. Yeah, well, Malloy just went to work.
I was about to write. If Malloy had pulled that off, like, that's a big contender for the money
sure.
for Pate Smith Law.
Yeah.
Shout out to Pate Smith Law, putting up the money for move of Sunday, move of the prelims, and specializes in defending clients or trying to get money out of insurance companies for property claims. And so right now, Infamous taking on the Hurricanes. This is a rematch from the prelims. It was a very close game, but Hurricanes ended up taking that win. See if they can do it again. Hurricanes on your screen, going to be in the blue starting from the red side. And Infamous being mostly black jerseys, and they're going to be on the blue side. So what do you think about this one, Rich? Infamous, Hurricanes, can the Hurricanes beat Infamous twice?
Going back to what you were saying yesterday, are the Hurricanes healthy enough to beat Infamous twice, right? Are they beat up roster-wise, or can they come out here, play fresh, and win again?
Todd, what do you think?
I really like the Hurricanes, man. They're fun to watch, and, being hurt, still coming out here and find a way to get these wins. They definitely still look good all throughout the prelims, even if they did have not at full strength. But Infamous has been playing a pretty good, solid, sharp game. Guys are stepping up, like Jonah Jamroz, right? Joe Barrett's been alive consistently there in the back line. Brusselback is doing work over here on this Dorito side. So, Ryan Hall right there in the back center with Brett Messer. The lineup for Infamous has been playing solid all weekend.
So jumping into this first point, throwing 15 minutes on the clock in the quarterfinals, is the Hurricanes going to be taking the snake off the break and looking like he wants to continue his forward progression.
Yeah, Infamous also took the topside snake on the break, Maddie.
So this is Jacob Seawright, and he had some really good matches in the prelims, sitting at a 55% win percentage. Is the NXL taking some stats on wins and losses, and he actually has the highest win percentage for anyone on the Hurricanes here currently, so he's going to get the start.
And rightly so.
And Infamous making that move up the middle to try and contend with Seawright, who made the snake on the break and now has crawled all the way to the end. Infamous with Brusselback in that mini wall, also looking that way. Gonna just put two guns on him so he can't turn the corner and do what Malloy just did to Impact, which is come onto their Dorito side.
Hurricanes do a good job filling the corner behind us, right?
Yes, you can see the battle with that player for Infamous all the way up the middle. He's at the wedge and he's just zoned up. I think he definitely knows that Seawright's there.
Yeah. He's in there so tight that he's shooting a lot of paint into his own bunker.
Jonah Jamrose sitting over there in the snake one for Infamous. Just playing across the field as well.
Yeah, he's got a body in there. The Hurricanes are at the wedge top side.
That was a big fill out there, Matty.
Yeah.
Getting that wedge and keeping Jonah from going forward is big over there. Oh, he gets eliminated. Hurricanes player gets shot off the top wire, Matty.
Yeah, that's a huge kill.
For
Infamous.
Advantage for Infamous.
Yeah, maybe got that down the wire from Ryan Hall.
I think so from that corner, right?
5-on-4.
Stuart Ridgel's going to launch. He's going to get to the insert right behind Seawright, and
Love
he's going to move
fill.
into the snake.
Yeah, it's a great fill.
I just love, the Hurricanes, they can play slow, but when there's an aggressive field, they can play fast too.
Yeah, they've shown that.
And again, considering how beat up they are, Nick Ripple's playing with a broken foot, and then Seawright steps up. They're just looking deep now, again, which is a good sign for their future. Seawright has backed up off that spot a little bit. Now, this is the flipped angle, so this is Infamous on the top side.
Looks like Drew Bell over there in that Dorito corner for the Hurricanes. Looking heads up. Jonah takes another knuckle. Ryan Hall jumps into the snake as well. So now Infamous with two bodies stacked up over that snake side. Jamro's up over the top. He's hunting right now, looking across the field.
Yeah, very similar field positions for both teams. Both teams have two guys in the snake. Both guys have a guy in the laydown. Both have a third guy in the back there. See who will win or lose this first crucial gunfight here.
Yeah, Jonah Jamrose has played 14 points and won 10 of them.
Good job, Jonah. I guess that makes it easy for Travis to figure out who to put in.
Yeah, right. And everyone, you can access these stats if you go to pbleagues.com You'll see the stat bar there. It says player stats.
I mean, they're
Click on that.
expensive, but I think they're worth it. Love the two Hurricane players in the snake here talking to each other, trying to figure out what their next move is as Brustleback moves in front of them to try to cancel them out. Little 2-on-2 battle here on the bottom tape.
Yeah, and they're really close to each other. I mean,
Yeah,
Seawright
it could get bloody.
Yeah. Battle going down both sides of the field. Longer first point.
For sure.
And, you know, with the Hurricanes having those two bodies out there on that Dorito side, the back center is kind of going back and forth, but he has to watch the snake. The two snake guys for the Hurricanes are both watching each other heads up. Nobody's really covering that middle right now because Seawright's on his belly. Ridgel's posted up on top of him. Brustleback shooting across the field, and Jamro's shooting across the field. So Infamous, they are protecting the middle, protecting their guy in the middle. But that guy's pretty safe other than the shot from Seawright. But he kind of does have an opportunity should he choose to make a run towards this snake or go up in the middle and try and shoot somebody in the side.
Yeah, Infamous has definitely played inside out, and Hurricanes are playing more heads up, right?
Yeah, Brustleback's mostly looking inside. Now he's going to switch and look down the sideline.
Little reposition there for the Hurricanes.
But it's just, I mean, he's not on an island because he has that wedge inside, but Brustleback has to stay alive over here. It's going to put Infamous in a bad spot if they lose Brustleback.
Yep.
Whereas even if Seawright dies, Ridgel's right there.
Yeah.
Not ideal, obviously, but
4-on-4 here. And again, Sunday Paintball slows down. The mistakes are magnified, so everyone wants to play slow, methodical. Good communication here. Tim Brustleback crawling forward. Great communication on Infamous' side of the field. All four players on the 40 to 50 yard line, so they're able to communicate, talk to each other.
I'm not sure if that's Joe Barrett or...
I think it's Barrett, but I can't tell either. He's
Brett
been
Messer
so
in the
tight
ball.
against the bunker. I think it's Joe.
maybe Sam.
It's either Brett or Joe.
It's one of the
Then it's Joe.
bigger guys.
Maybe it's Brett. I don't know. Something to tell.
interesting
Well,
move.
a little tactical retreat here from Brustleback.
That's
Joe's in the backfield.
So Brett Messer here, just holding that angle.
Super disciplined.
For Seawright. Protecting Brustleback over here is now going to try and back up and get a shot on that far Dorito.
Yeah, and Brett drawing the start here on Sunday. Also with a real high win percentage. He's played 13 points, won 9 of them.
Ridgel looks like he wants to make a move. But they are down a body.
Yeah.
Oof.
4-on-4, right?
6 minute long point so far. There's the eye in the
4-5.
sky look.
Sorry. Yeah, Hurricanes need to get a body here to get back into a position where they can kind of afford to go offensive.
Yeah, it's, again, 4-on-5, like you said, Rich, in favor of Infamous.
Yeah. Joe Barrett, that back line there, supporting the two guys in the top.
Oh, it looks like Tim Brustleback, we talked about, he could not die in this spot.
Yeah, exactly what you said, Matty.
And it just evened up the count now, and they do not have outside contain. Now that's going to allow Seawright to get this wedge and start wrapping around.
And living on the outside of it.
Yeah,
right?
and he's still going to have a shot on Barrett without even having to expose himself to Brett.
Yep.
I mean, do you think that was really the move for Brustleback to back up and try and shoot a bounce shot on a guy across the field into that Dorito?
I like the bounce up just so that he can't trade out, but I thought he went back there just to protect himself, not to try to shoot the bounce shot off the temple into the Dorito. No. Oh, but then Hurricanes player in that corner takes the walk. That's a bad death. Got caught down the tape there, gunfighting.
Infamous back on the advantage in a high body moment.
4-on-3 advantage for Infamous.
So Ridgel's going to commit back to the snake as Seawright trying to shoot that crossfield shot, snake to snake, or actually try to get a shot in the middle, and they think he might have. The referee's going to get in there and
got him.
Pull him out. So he does get that shot. Seawright strikes again. He's trying to
Matty.
he's really trying to put the pinch on Joe Barrett. He's got that Aztec.
This field's completely turned. Everyone's living on the outside. Oh, Hurricanes playing the back center, getting a hard check.
Jonah.
Looks like he's okay.
Joe Barrett and Ryan Hall are all still alive over there. In decent field position.
Yeah. The field's completely turned for both teams. Both teams are living on the outside of the opposing field. Doubling up this gap and crossing it out onto. It's a size bell gets caught.
But Ridgel leapfrogs Seawright, but he runs right into Barrett's gun. Barrett's real good at controlling zones.
Oh, Cyril just missed that shot across the field.
Big zone control guy for sure. Joe Barrett. The back center now fighting Jonah on the snake on his own over here.
This is why this field's interesting, though. It starts heads up, and then it twists sideways because of the power of the snake. And you can see that here on your screen with Searite. Now, Searite's on an island. He has to be careful. Does look like it's a 2-on-3 situation in favor of Infamous. So Joe just needs to, Joe can't die right now.
Yeah. And is Jonah still alive over there for Infamous?
Yeah, he's on your screen right now.
So Jonah's got the ball, right? He's got to kind of push forward and do what Malloy was doing yesterday and start going to those Doritos and putting pressure.
So Bailey is keeping Jonah honest and hoping that Searite can go to work. Bailey obviously hoping that he can Bailey getting creative. Bailey's coming up. He's out in the open right now in the backfield.
He got caught
and he got caught.
Yeah, Jonah saw him try to make that move, so he came up over the top and put one on him. And now he's going into their Dorito too. Searite's over here on an island. Looks like Jonah's just going to go for the buzzer. Good heads-up play by Jonah Jamross.
Jonah's getting really good.
Yeah, that was a clutch point there for Jonah on that top side.
Well, and the issue, too, is that just burnt off almost 9 minutes. So, and the less points you play, the more each one becomes a little bit more important. So,
a little more dramatic.
Yeah, for sure. But it is Sunday. Things slow down. There's a lot at stake. And if you're just joining us, thank you so much for joining us for this first big event of the year. But this is it's a rematch. The Hurricanes beat Infamous by 1 in the prelims. Infamous now up by 1. It's just so hard to beat a team twice in this league in a row.
You ain't lying.
A good team.
Yeah.
It's hard to beat a good team.
That's right.
Both these teams are good teams.
Now after a long break, Edmonton Impact coming back out to play Red Legion. Up by 1.
See if they can win this breakout again. Impact's so strong on the break. Malloy shot.
Impact shot Kirill on the break the first point. They shoot Malloy on the break of this one.
Yeah, 4-on-5 advantage for Impact with 5 Impact players in the pocket. 3 in the back center, or in the back 3 bunkers, 1 in the wing on the top side, and 1 in the south electric bunker there in the center of the field.
Kirill protecting this Dorito side from that middle bunker. He looks like he wants to make a move. He's going to go up and over to the big brick. First body to walk off for Impact is going to be Mike Urena.
Mike Urena for that top side. Kirill now all the way on Impact side of the field, and I don't know if they know he's there, Todd. Kind of snuck up in there. He's looking for that shot on the snake corner for Impact. He's got 2 players right in front of him, though. If they find out that he's there, they're going to go get him for sure.
Trevor Reeser wrapping that South Electronics bunker.
Looks like he wants to go, right?
He does. Brandon Cornell makes it fill out to the snake side.
Makes it clean.
Justin Rabikoff moving up.
Yeah, Justin Rabikoff going to try to jump into the snake. You can see here on your screen, Kirill Brittany loves playing up that middle. And he's in a good position, but maybe a little bit of bait as Trevor Reeser is going to move up. Does Trevor know he's there is the question. I don't know. Does Trevor know he's there?
I don't think he has. I don't think Kirill's shot his gun. Oh, J-Rab knows he's there, though. He needs to tell Kirill.
He does, and here comes Kirill's about to drop the hammer and goes through and trades out. As that chaos happens in the middle, Legion dives a body into the snake top side.
3-on-3, Maddie?
Yeah, 3-on-3. Legion with both bodies in the snake right now. Top side, bottom side. Karslev and Rabikoff.
I like the way Red Legion is pressing this field, Matt. Everyone asked me who I thought they were playing better. I think Impact's playing the field the best, but I think stylistically, the Red Legion is playing the field the best with their attack.
But Rich, 2 bodies, now 3 bodies, so it was a 3-on-3 situation, but very quickly, Legion clocking in because Karslev had blown open that top side of the field, and Legion going to tie this one up.
Yep.
Karslev has just been attacking that side relentlessly.
That's his style of play, man, if he's given the opportunity.
Yes, he's playing it very well. He's getting in there. He's playing it smart. But he's definitely a force over there on that Dorito side for the Russians.
Well, it was very, yeah, absolutely. I mean, that was kind of the thing, though, right? You had a situation with Legion where they were putting different bodies in, trying to see who that 5th guy on the starting line was going to be, giving lots of different opportunities to different players. And they needed one more solid guy because they're not going to get Smotroff for who knows how long. And so picking up J-Rab. So now that starting line with J-Rab, Kirill, Sergey, Malloy. I mean, it's in Karslev. That's just absolutely nasty. You see here on the replay. So J-Rab told, either Trevor shot his gun or J-Rab told him he was there. And Corey was able to make that move. That allowed Karslev to get into the snake. Cornell taking the walk as Zach Gakomek taking the walk. Tie ball game. Todd, can you translate for us?
You know what? My Russian translator processor is actually down today.
I didn't pay my monthly service fee. So now I get a spam.
Everything's coming out in German. I'm not sure what's going on here. But he said something about paintball. Good job. And keep going down the field.
Yeah. Go this way.
Infamous up by 1 on the Hurricanes. Next line coming out. Actually, same line it looks like. Infamous taking ground top side, risking that body out wide at D1. He makes it clean. Looks like Hurricanes want to mirror that.
Yeah,
actually, they're going to send Ripple right into the snake. Or Camp.
Camp, big advantage for Camp being down here with no one on Infamous on this side of the field except for the laydown. They do fill out, so it gets out there alive. Camp shooting across the field. Infamous in a little bit of a defensive posture here.
Yeah, I think Infamous want to get out that corner to see if they could keep C-Right from coming all the way down to their side of the field so quickly this time. And then he makes that bump up
no.
to the first big Dorito.
They cannot.
Yeah, they're going to come this way now.
Yeah, Camp. Good penetration for Camp here. Bottom side snake. Pops up. No one to shoot at yet. He's hoping for some free kills. There's no one there.
He's got the cross shot on the temple for sure. I can't.
Well,
right there.
And C-Right's way up on the other side too. So great. This is awesome for the Hurricanes as they've trapped Infamous in the back line. Or sorry, Infamous in the back line as we're under 5 to play.
Yeah.
Camp is just going to town right now. 2 kills, 3 kills, and then trades his body.
2-on-4 advantage here for the Hurricanes.
Nice 3-piece there for Camp.
Yeah, Camp clocked in there. Infamous stuck in the back center and the bottom side temple as the Hurricanes release on the top side and through the center. 3-on-1 advantage now. Just Joe Baird, I think they're in the back center, and gets clipped.
And that's going to do it. So we got ourselves
a
tie game right now with probably around 4:20 left by the time. Looks like Bell's going to be the one that jogs in. No, it's going to be C-Right, Bell. Who's going to be at the buzzer? Who took the less pressure?
I think
Bell
Bell
does the spin. Yeah. Thumbs up. Point is good. 4:13 left. Let's get a little bit of a look at this 3-pack. This is definitely on the list for best moves of Sunday so far. But we got a lot of paintball to play. As Camp gets that 1. Reaching and leaning out to get 2. To get that shot, that second kill out of D2. And then trades with that 3rd kill. That is the definition of what you're supposed to do as a front player.
Walk off with a big smile on your face.
3-for-1 trade every day of the week.
I did my job. You don't even look back. You just assume we won that point.
Let's listen to Mike Bianca in the Hurricanes pit.
I'm getting back.
Once you've got paint on your back and you've got your gun ready to go, come to me. They're sticking to the same pattern.
See if Legion.
Impact loses 2 on the break, Maddie. 5-on-3 advantage here for the Red Legion.
Well, they don't have a point on the board for Legion right now.
The way things have been going with the scoreboard, it might just be a scoreboard issue this weekend. Impact down to 2 bodies left alive, both here on the bottom side. Snake corner and the Snake inset temple. Yeah, Impact's going to go ahead and concede that point. Save their guys the bruises. Red Legion looks pretty fired up. J-Rab looks pretty fired up. What do you think, Todd?
I like it. I like it a lot.
A lot.
I like it a lot for sure. I mean, whenever you can have Malloy be like, hey, you're going to play back center. Oh, no, now you're the front snake guy.
You're going to go through the middle. Left tape, right tape.
You know, when you have versatile players, when you have the everything guy, right?
Yeah.
He can fill that spot.
Yeah.
Because all through practice, they had McDarby and the Lang,
Tiger King?
Tiger King.
Kuzman.
Danny Kuzman, right over there. But come tournament time, here we are, Malloy.
How lucky are we that Malloy doesn't have like 4 or 5 brothers? Like, can you imagine 4 or 5 Malloys out there? Ugh. Unstoppable.
You know what? If I had 4 or 5 riches around me, you know what you would tell me?
What?
Not a damn thing.
Not a damn thing. Not with that attitude. But take that tone out of your mouth.
I can get you jumped right now.
Yeah, my little kid. 5 alive for the Hurricanes as they push the bottom side.
And it looks like also pushing that top side for Infamous as Jonah Jamro is going back in there on the attack into Snake 1. He's going to look and pause and look inside first as Seawright gets back into Snake. He's at Snake 2. And then here comes Messer. He's going to launch to get to that wedge.
Yep. Seawright saw him go in this time.
And Tim Brusselback gets out into D2. So a couple nice secondaries for Infamous to get up and out.
Yeah, Infamous kind of sticking with that same game plan. Brett up the middle to kind of cancel out the Snake. Brusselback out here in the Dorito just in case as a safety valve, and then push that top Snake. And that, honestly, that's the game plan, right?
Yep.
Hold these guys on the Snake, their Snake side as long as you can as you push through their Snake. 2 on one tape, 3 on the other. Working together.
This is a 5-on-5. It's 3:20 left on the clock. Tie ball game. This could be the deciding one right here.
Yeah, yeah. There's been some really technical good matches out here. That X Factor match was a really, really good match, and this is turning into a really good match as well. Like very, very few mistakes being made, you know?
Yep, and Brusselback was the key to both of these last points. So if he can stay alive, cancel out Seawright, I think that would be a big factor.
It'll be
here
huge.
on the side because, you know, we've seen Jamroz doing his deal. Is it Jamroz? Jamroz.
I think it's Jamroz.
Jamroz. You know, doing his thing over there on that Snake side. Joe Barrett's going to fill out now to the Snake side temple.
Again, 3 top side, 2 bottom side.
But letting them in on this side over here and then being on this side over here, both points have been problematic for Infamous.
Yeah, good communication from Stuart Ridgel. The 3-pack of bodies down here for the Hurricanes. Bottom side, Snake side. And then 2 up top. So just wondering if, you know, 2:12 left. Oh, who's going to be the first to die? It's going to be Stuart Ridgel. It's a tough death. The Hurricanes, that back corner bunker is going to loosen up the pressure a bit for Infamous, but they have 2 minutes to work with. They got a 1-body advantage. Oh, they're going to have a 2-body advantage.
That's
another huge body dropping. Had rough moments here for the Hurricanes. As they're down to a 3-on-5 situation.
They might want to concede this point.
Yeah, Jamro's up over the top of his spot, going to work right now. Ryan Hall's going to fill up behind him. 2 bodies in the Snake.
Yeah, and Joe Barrett backing those 2 up, so they have plenty of bodies to lose over there. Brusselback making a move outside now on the bottom side. Good little 2-man operations from both teams on this side. Infamous with a big advantage here. As that clock ticks down with this tight score, it's going to make a big difference. How much time is left after this point is scored?
Yeah, I'll tell you what, though. Infamous having this high-body situation, if they don't close this point and steal the win, I'd be a little frustrated.
Yeah.
With Infamous having that opportunity.
Good communication across the field. Yeah, this might be a good season for Infamous. These guys have all been playing together long enough now where they got a good feel for what's going on.
Where's that 3rd body for the Hurricanes?
I think it's in that laydown, but I can't see it.
It's either the mini wall or D2. You have a better eye on D2 from your spot, right?
Yeah, I think it's the mini wall, Matt. I can see it move a little bit. I can't see anything in D2. So I think that mini wall is probably trying to keep Jonah from going around the tape.
Yeah,
Infamous losing their first body.
It's definitely the mini wall.
Yep.
Just died for. Oh, that's a tough death here for Joe Barrett.
Joe Barrett, yeah.
Survivability for Barrett's normally really high. He just got shot in a 5-on-3 situation with 30 seconds left. That might be enough to maybe force the overtime.
He's able to keep those guys from pushing down that tape from that Snake 2 there.
And
he
then
gets that kill
Jonah
across.
Jamroz is going to take the walk as well, but look, maybe trades out.
3-on-3 now, Matty.
Ryan Hall gets through Seawright's lane. Stuart Ridgel forced to get across, but 10 seconds left. Brusselback and Messer got to filter up with here. And it looks like Ryan Hall is going to try to go for it. Brusselback runs down Stuart Ridgel, and Messer must have caught one as well, too. Did Messer get shot?
He didn't get shot. He was alive.
He just kind of spectated there.
Yeah,
that's interesting.
I just don't.
Is the scoreboard wrong?
Maybe he was looking right at the scoreboard and could see there was like 1 second left. He's like, I'm not going to make it.
I see. That's a good point.
I mean, he's a bigger guy, all right? It's a long run.
Well, Infamous in a situation where they had a 5-on-3 with about 1:45 seconds left.
Squandered. And Ryan getting all the way to that Dorito corner alive.
Yeah.
And they still had 3 dudes left.
Yeah, I couldn't see if Jonah traded because at some point he has to push
Cyril
forward.
got the cross shot on.
Was that it?
Yeah, I saw him crawl back.
But the mini wall died at the same time.
Yeah.
So I couldn't tell if it was a trade.
Yeah, it could have gone either way. But that's what it looked like. You can hear him saying, "Oh, we had that." You're right,
Yeah,
you did.
because they didn't go. You hear the 60-second call. You have the guy in the middle. You know that they're looking across at the snake, and the guy in the Dorito hadn't shot at anybody. Brett Messer had the move. Two of those points, he had the move to go.
Yeah.
Russellback had the move to go.
And
instead of going, right, they got shot out of their spots when they could have just went and exchanged bodies.
And now you're going to play an overtime point where you could be playing down 3-on-5 instead of up 5-on-3.
Yep. There goes Kirill out of the middle for the Russians.
Red Legion taking an early walk, 5-on-4 advantage here for Impact. Impact is winning every single breakout.
Well, what a different game. It's 2-1 with 10:42 left to go.
And this time Zupa able to get over here.
Malloy gets to the corner.
Hops over a lane of paint.
Zupa in the big wedge, now playing down the line against Malloy, who's in the corner. J-Rab's going to come across into the snake, Big Dorito.
Good little 1-2 combo, J-Rab Malloy. Looks like Sergey gets into that top snake, Maddie.
Yeah, makes it in clean as well, too. Crawls all the way to that wedge. Zupa and Kirill, or Karslev mirrored up. Yeah, it's Karslev.
In the corner?
Yeah.
Yep.
Karslev in the wire.
Okay.
Or sorry, on the wedge.
Gotcha. Super shooting inside and then back outside on the tape, trying to apply pressure to both tapes.
Cornell able to fill out into D1. Makes it clean for Impact.
Referee running over to the middle. Gonna go check on Impact.
Yeah, if they didn't know he was there before, they know he's there now. Impact in the top snake and the bottom snake, Matt.
Yeah,
Zupa going forward. Into,
and he gets the kill.
Yep, into Red Legion side of the field. Impact losing a player on the top side, Maddie.
Yeah, Impact dying from that top side. Zupa in a good position here. It looks like Karslev taking the walk. That was,
no way!
Oh, here comes the inside route ran by J-Rab.
Bro, how can you call that? He spun on me.
J-Rab having some words for the head ref. And it's going to be a penalty assessed on Legion.
Big mistake there for J-Rab.
Yeah.
Malloy's saying, no, I'm not coming out. And they're like, yes, sorry, it's a penalty.
So it's going to be 2-2.
Yeah.
Tied up with 9 minutes left. It did look like that penalty was called on J-Rab for talking.
Yes,
yeah,
for sure. I'm not sure if it's the same, but they used to cut the tip of your pinky off for that penalty on the old Red Legion, so I'm not sure if it's the same thing now. I'm looking. I don't see him getting any knives out in the pit, so it's probably okay. Malloy's like, no, you don't talk. You leave me 2-on-1. We win. No problem. No problem. Just a pinky.
Just to have an argument here.
So here's that move. So he kind of cuts through the gap in it. So it looks like he wanted to jump into the highway, but he actually goes through the gap, trades out with Zupa, but he was begging the ref for a penalty, saying that Zupa spun on him. If we maybe run that back, and let's see if J-Rab had a legit argument here. Let's listen in real quick.
Hey, throw a minor here.
Yep, threw the minor on for talking. The head ref sending a message like, hey, man,
yeah,
you can't drop me like that.
Yeah, everyone's getting a little chirpy. The head referee has to do that every once in a while, man.
Yeah, that's his job.
Yeah, I don't think he does it enough.
I agree. Yeah, Ahon's a little bit soft out there. Like, you didn't hear that from me, but Todd definitely feels that.
If you look at the way it goes down in other professional sports, they do let you can talk a little. You know, you just have to be careful.
There's that line,
There's a line.
Right? Yep.
There is a line. So I don't mind the head ref letting guys get a little chirpy, but I do agree that he should be throwing penalties on like that's a perfect example of when he should throw that penalty.
Because it looked like to me, I couldn't tell if Zupa shot J-Rab or not, but someone on the other tape was also shooting at J-Rab when he went over, so I couldn't see who got the elimination.
Well, and also if you're J-Rab, the correct way to do that is to come off, show your frustration, come off, and then go talk to Jason.
Can I talk to you real quick?
Yeah.
Can you take a look at that, please?
Can I bend your ear real quick? Yes. That guy spun on me. Can you go review that, please?
Yeah.
So locked up at 1. Hurricanes and Infamous. Again, this is a rematch from
Infamous
the
wants
prelims.
That last point back. Sorry,
this is a rematch from the prelims here, and the Hurricanes took that game. It was also a 1-point match. So we're going to be heading into overtime. So what do you got for me, Rich?
I'm sorry. I said I bet Infamous wants that point back, that 5-on-3.
Yeah, 5-on-3.
Real bad.
With a minute 40 left.
Hope they don't lose anybody on the break.
That's why you do those drills.
Yeah.
And I know they did those drills.
Hurricanes drop a body on the break, Matt. 4-on-5 advantage for Infamous.
Yeah, jumping into, again, to this overtime point, and the off-the-break shots paying off for Infamous.
And Camp made it in, even though Hurricanes lost the body. Camp got into the big wedge over there on the far side.
So did Jonah, right?
Jonah's in the snake, yes.
Yeah. So both teams with a player in the top snake. Infamous moving up to the center wedge again. Really like that position. Oh, it looks like he looks into a ball, though. That's a rough death there. Infamous dropping her body 4-on-4 now. Nobody on this side of the field at all, Todd, for Infamous. The closest guy is the back center with Joe Barrett. If the Hurricanes can move out to this bottom snake and go forward, they'll have a big advantage.
The Hurricane, you're right, Rich, and Todd, but they have a body in position, but they're also mostly trapped on that top side. Not trapped, but towards that top side. And now Infamous is going to move a body out this way, and it's Joe Barrett.
That's a great fill from Joe Barrett. Getting out of that back center, getting this way gives Infamous a chance to get back in this match. A little bit of poor zone control for Hurricanes because they had two guys, back center and the inset wing, both shooting this way, but not knowing where that body is allowed Joe Barrett to get outside.
Jamrose sitting in snake 1, looking across the field. He does have the gap from that spot to see if anybody fills out into the snake. So if that body in that mini wall decides to jump over, Jamrose should be able to see that.
Yep. Yeah, he looks real comfortable there. He's been there the last 3 or 4 points, so he's got a good feel for what he can kind of get away with there. The next guy who drops for either one of these teams is going to be huge. 4-on-4 here. Neither one with a big advantage.
Yeah, this is it, man.
I like the
quarterfinals, overtime, Hurricanes Infamous.
What do you guys think about back center for Hurricanes? Needs to kind of get out of there, right? Kind of establish one way or the other, probably this way.
At some point soon, yes.
I agree.
Well, both teams have a player in that upper snake, right? Camp sitting there, Jamrose is in there. So it's probably going to go down over there first unless these bodies drop. One of those guys is probably going to have to make a move on the other one. But if that goes down, I think that the Hurricanes have a better chance of getting in over here and coming down our snake on this side with Joe Barrett over here in this back temple, and the only other body looking this way being the snake side body for Infamous on the upper side. So we'll see if they try and make something happen. I think the Hurricanes right now are kind of waiting on Camp, and Infamous kind of waiting on Jamrose.
Yeah, everybody's kind of waiting for the other team to make a mistake, right?
Yeah.
And then they're going to try to capitalize on that mistake. But where are we at on the clock, Matty?
2 minutes left.
Ooh, it's getting tense.
And if we don't get a winner out of this 5-minute overtime point, we go to 1-on-1.
Once.
And then it's the question of who you put out. Who's your best one-on-one guy you're feeling? So, yeah,
I go with Jacob Edwards every time, even if he's not on the roster.
I would pick Jacob Edwards.
Yeah.
I too would go with Jacob Edwards. Yeah, everyone's in the same spot still.
Jacob Edwards, Tyler Harmon right after this match.
Tune in.
I like those picks.
Oh, A-Rod says you own like 9 coins still. He needs the one from Friday.
I'll give you it. I'll give it to him.
He keeps bugging me. Hey, did you get my coin? Why do I gotta get your coin?
So you can see here, just locked up 4 on 4, and there's a decent chance we're going to see one-on-ones.
I'm kind of feeling like it's going to go one-on-ones. No one looks like they're looking to make that move.
Yeah, that's Rich. That's what I'm thinking. We're looking across the field. Okay, now Barrett's going to giddy up and move up the field as Ridgel tries to make it outside wide, and Barrett made the move at the right time.
Big mistake. That was a big mistake for Ridgel.
But Ridgel with the slow walk off, that's actually kind of smart. Took him a second to get up, and that burns a little bit of clock off as they have to wait for it. Now let's see if Barrett can win it here, as Barrett's in a really good spot. Can Barrett get this other kill, get a 2-pack?
Brett Messer fills all the way across the mini Dorito to help Joe Barrett.
Tactical retreat for Camp as he gets out, back actually into D3. Brett moves up to help out Barrett. Only 29 seconds left, though.
It's going to be hard to get through that little Dorito corner over there, too.
Barrett gets through the gap, and he wraps around. He's going to crawl up. He's going to get a drop, I think, but he sees it. Does he trade out? Just 16 seconds left. Barrett launches. Right on the other side. Oh, Barrett gets the kill. 2-pack for Joe Barrett right now. Joe Barrett could potentially win this one. He's got 8 seconds to get in and hit that buzzer. He looks like he's going to commit. He does get clipped out as Ryan Hall dies, and Jonah Jamrose with 2 seconds. He's not going to have enough time, and we're going to go to one-on-ones here in the quarterfinals.
Dude.
Unbelievable.
2 times Infamous had chance to win this match and just did not go in time. Waited way too long. Waited way
100%.
too long to send it.
You ain't lying.
Brett Messer ran all the way out here to the corner instead of cutting through the middle. I think both times he had the opportunity to go through the middle and make something happen. Or just go trade that body. Get a body off and make your move. But
Switch from defense to offense, right?
yes, either way, you got to do it quick.
Oh, in the pits right now with frustrated Infamous. Joe Barrett was balling out, though, man. He looked good on the attack.
Now they really want that 5-on-3 back.
Who are they going to send out?
Here we go, Red Legion Impact.
A lot more time left in this one. Still a little under 9 minutes to go. Tied up at 2. As Impact now on the red side, Legion on the blue side. Legion going to dive in Sergey, actually, into the snake.
Yeah, I like him playing up front like that.
Yeah, Sergey, he was actually, I thought it was Karslev, but he was playing on the top side. They're sending Karslev the wheels out wide.
Yeah, he goes to that corner. Sergey now looking inside. See if he can catch a shot on the inside.
And
Oh, Sergey gets a kill inside.
Yeah, Trevor Reeser did the up and over on the top side.
I love the up and overs on this field.
So both teams have a spot in this big wedge on the Dorito side.
One body advantage for Red Legion. Also a slight advantage on this bottom side in that the Red Legion is in the snake. Impact's only got one player over here. I think it's Mikey Urena, but he's in the temple looking the opposite direction.
Yeah, Sergey really taking a lot of pressure over here, gun shifting his way. And then Impact gonna launch though on that top side.
That was a great fill.
Body coming off for Legion. It's J-Rab taking the walk here, Todd.
Yep, J-Rab coming off.
Yeah, it's kind of a bad death. He was in the back there. Got to stay alive if you're the back. Sergey Walker on both temples, shooting this low side and the high side temple. Now moving forward, he'll have the cross shot on the Dorito if he looks inside.
He's going to shoot the back Aztec first, and as soon as he head checks over, man, if Sergey head checks, he's going to get a free kill. Not anymore, though, as D3 is tucked in a bit. He's going to wrap around. Ooh, almost caught one. He's going to get some help. Here comes Karslev. Sergey popping the top, trying to get a 2-pack. He's really pushing D3 to that outside.
Yeah, if the Red Legion can put some pressure on that D3 on the outside. Oh, D3 went into the snake now, Matt. Oh, great fill to the corner there.
And here comes Karslev. Karslev's going to go all the way down and run down Mikey Urena.
Great move.
And probably steal this point. Still one body left to shoot cross field. And
4-on-1.
That's just Zupa left alive. Karslev gets in, hits that buzzer, takes a lead. About 7 minutes left.
I like the way
they're pressing. If you miss the guy filling, just run him down.
Go get him. just go get him.
You know?
Yeah.
Oops, missed.
I'll go get him.
I'll just go run the 30 yards to the back corner bunker. Yeah, it's Karslev right there on your screen. Made it happen.
I like the way they're pressing this field, man. I like the way they're pressing this field.
Yep.
How long has it been since they've won an event?
Years.
Like 5? Like a lot of years, right?
Yeah. Good check real quick.
They would definitely be a big story here if they were able to pull a win off.
We're in the pits right now. Let's listen in.
Maybe 2, yeah, because he was shooting the God cut. He didn't even care about you. He was shooting at the God cut, so I couldn't go. Got it, Cal. Let's go, kid.
Is that Cali out there for Infamous?
There we go. One-on-ones, Cali and Drew Bell.
Yeah,
Bell swinging outside of the top side. Cali lost him already. Cali picks him up.
Kevin Cali Rudolph, Drew Bell, Cali for Infamous, Drew Bell for the Hurricanes. Tense moments, tournament at stake here.
Yeah, both guys going left-handed on the break, which is kind of interesting.
Cali with a big bite, but Cali getting... Did they trade?
I think they traded.
Yeah, because Bell's got a hit. It's a trade. Next man up. Whoa, wow. Did Cali shoot him on the run out?
Yeah, he was jumping midair when he got shot in the face. I hope we got that on film.
Wow. Because, yeah, it looks like Cali put a burst on him.
They both went through
committed.
The gap.
Yeah, and that's an interesting trade.
That was super cool.
And I thought for a second Bell shot Cali because I see the referee call the hit, and then I look over, see a giant hit on Drew Bell's face.
Yeah, I'd love to see that replay, Joe.
So, yeah, next man up.
Whether you shoot him with 1 second left, we win, okay? Or if you go do-si-do and you hit the buzzer, we win. Got it? 2 minutes.
Got it? Write that down. Put it on your hopper.
Well, we're just going to keep cycling through bodies until we determine a winner.
Red Legion here, I feel like they have a little bit of a momentum switch here where their momentum's kind of going their way now. going to be up to Impact to come out here and get a point back, get back in this match.
Impact going to be on the blue side, Legion on the red side. Looks like Mike Urena, Zach Yakimek going to be going to that top side. Zupa walking out. Brandon Cornell's out there with Trevor Reeser. That seems to be the starting line right now. Let's get a look at this replay from the one. So these are synced up. So there's the jump shot. So Cali on the run out. Yeah, running and gunning.
Bam, hit.
Look
Cali
at that.
on his leg earlier. Bring it back.
Yeah.
Bring it back, bring it back, bring it back.
Right there. And Drew's not hit yet.
Sneaky, sneaky.
But the ball might have been in the air because this is a slow motion replay.
Yep.
Because, I mean, no one else shot Drew.
Cali's hit.
Yeah, but it looks like the ball might have been in the air potentially.
Yeah.
I mean, yes.
Bang, bang.
Yeah, it's crazy. I've never seen that before.
5 life for both. Nope. Red Legion dropping their first attacker up the center of the field. 4-on-5 advantage for Impact as the Impact player in the corner gets checked, but he's okay. Advantage here for Impact. 5-on-4. So is that Nick Laval releasing through the center of the field? Trevor. Red Legion gets that topside snake, guys. You can tell just by the dust cloud that's floating down there. Impact matches it, fills from the snake corner into their snake on the top side.
Who's the kid from Charlie Brown with the dust cloud?
I know who you talked about.
Pigpen?
Pigpen, yeah. Oh, Impact getting a great shot down the line on Red Legion, but dropping a body on this side. 4-on-3 advantage for Impact.
And it looks like Legion going to be losing Justin Rabikoff again.
Yep, Urena's alive over there. Urena.
And he eats up
Karslev.
Karslev.
Yeah, gets the 2 bodies off that snake side.
Yeah, Malloy's the only player left alive for Red Legion. He's over in the snake corner.
Yep, sorry, Dorito side. So you got Urena, Brandon Cornell. And
then Malloy gets shot as well, so looking like this point's going to go to Edmonton Impact. It's a bit of a bloodbath of a point.
Yeah, they have 4 bodies left alive, 3 bodies left alive.
Yeah, bloodbath of a point for Legion.
Yeah.
So was it 3 bodies left alive for Impact?
Yep.
Yeah, so Cornell, Yakimek, and Urena. Zach's going to hit that buzzer.
These are going to be fast turnarounds, too, because these 1-on-1s can go fast.
Yeah.
The old jump shot.
The old jump shot with the leg hit.
So who is going to come out next for these 2 squads?
Camp, I think.
In the quarterfinals.
I'm guessing Camp for Hurricanes.
Do you see him about to walk out, or did that who you would put out? Oh, he's already out. Okay, yeah. So Camp for the Hurricanes, and who is it going to be for Infamous? Looks like it's going to be Joe Barrett. So
that's a good call.
Daniel Camp.
Joe Barrett, rock solid.
Joe Barrett for the quarterfinal win here.
You got your old salty veteran, your new up-and-coming snake guy, back guy, front guy. Should be a good little battle.
Do they get coins for these?
I guess so.
Yeah,
it's a 1-on-1.
But neither Cali nor Drew Bell does.
Because they're both losers. No offense, guys. I'm not looking for any trouble. Just trying to be funny. Oh, Camp's going to go for the run. He's not going to shoot on the break. That's unusual. Joe might have lost him.
Yeah, so
catches him.
Camp digs out to the Aztec, going towards his left hand, and then Barrett's going to match that. And he goes to the Aztec as well, too. And as far as like a 1-on-1 is concerned, strategically, since there's a big snake, it kind of, where the bunkers are put out, it's an interesting layout for a 1-on-1 battle.
Yeah, and for the center bunkers, right? Because you don't want to go in the snake and and not be able to see, and you don't want to go in the center and have one of those walls where you can't see.
Yeah, you just never want to go in your belly in a 1-on-1. So Barrett, they're completely mirrored up, cross field, both in D3, and then Camp's going to cut into the wedge. Barrett picks him up.
Yeah, Camp shot a little too early there.
Camp going gun dominant. Barrett. Ooh, Camp might have got caught in the out. I think he made it clean.
Yeah, Camp's doing a good job of repositioning every time Joe Barrett gets off the gap. He almost got caught on that one, though.
Camp going to establish gun dominance. Down to 60 seconds left.
We could see a third 1-on-1 here. And so I'm reading the rule books as I'm watching this, and it says here if it goes 3 1-on-1s and nobody wins, then the coaches meet in the middle and fight to the death. So I don't know which one I'm voting for.
Rich, you're not allowed to write rules into this.
I'm actually reading and writing at the same time.
Camp going down low in that Dorito, try to surprise Barrett with an angle.
Yeah.
Barrett is going up and over the top of that wedge.
Yeah, two different styles, right? Barrett's the heavy paint, just going to constantly put paint on you. Camp is constantly trying to get lost and sneak a shot in there. So two kind of different styles of one-on-one here. We saw a lot of this in the Hormesis battles when you get the one-on-one guys and they just have a different one-on-one style.
Yeah, so Barrett is fully committed here and also getting a lot closer to that buzzer.
Oh, Barrett got caught in the arm there.
Oh, Barrett getting shot and the pit explodes here for the Hurricanes. Looks like Daniel Camp's going to be knocking out Infamous, getting the one-on-one victory against Joe Barrett. And Barrett hasn't even started to walk back to the pits. He's actually going to take a knee in disappointment and frustration. So the Hurricanes going to be moving on to the semifinals, going to be top 4. They're going to play the winner of the Houston Heat Aftermath battle, which is going down next. Unbelievable here. The Hurricanes beat up. They got some of their best dudes on the bench from injuries and going deep into off that bench and still getting it done. Unbelievable. Big shout out, mad respect to Daniel Camp.
Joe Barrett, don't feel bad, man. You played a great match.
Let's listen in real quick. Hero for the day. Get a look at this replay. So this is synced up. So Barrett commits across that gap, and that was the difference maker. Camp had his gun up, and Barrett just could not get through. Barrett trying to win it, trying to push towards that buzzer.
Impact's won every one of these breakouts, but they haven't won every one of these points. 5-on-5 now, guys.
Russians losing a body over here on the Dorito side. Karslev's going to come off.
But they do get a guy into the top side snake, Ty.
Yep, and Kirill is in good position to protect him. So Russians going heavy down that snake side. 3 bodies over there now.
Impact heavy down on this bottom side with 3 guys on the corner. Corner, inset, wing, and the small temple.
Yeah, a little bit better cross-field spread for Impact, but better field position here for Legion as they're crawling up and getting to the most important bunker on the field, that wedge.
Red Legion cannot lose another body here. Impact now pushing into the snake.
Trevor Reeser going full snake man, playing the snake on both sides of the field.
Oh, he goes both ways for sure.
Well, there's Malloy. He is at the wedge. That's the top side here on your screen.
Sergey moving up to try to cancel out Trevor Reeser's move here, but can't see who it is for the Red Legion in that center tower, though. He's going to become very vulnerable to Trevor's shot from that cross on the bottom snake. Sergey communicating that Trevor is up on this side of the snake. Impact losing their first player, Matt, 4-on-4 now.
That's a big kill.
Yeah, huge.
So we're still looking at Malloy here.
Urena with a good read, close in that corner inside.
Oh, and Trevor Reeser going to get shot from across the field. Looks like J-Rab.
Yeah,
from
sneaky
Snake
cross
2.
shot. Yeah. So Impact now down a player, Matt. 4-on-3 advantage for Red Legion as Yakmik cruises up into Snake 2.
Yeah, as Reeser taking the walk, but Zach still into Snake 2.
And Zach is super clutch in these situations. He's one of those guys that you want in this situation, right?
Yeah, former MVP award winner.
Calm, cool, collected, gets good kills, communicates well, understands how the whole field flows. Sergey's in front of him, though, trying to figure out how to cancel him out. Sergey with the big move over here. Can't afford to be sloppy.
No one. I was going to say, it looked like no one picked him up for a second.
Mikey got him.
Mikey got him, but here comes the big launch from Malloy top side. And he gets picked up as well, too. Looks like Mikey's going to be taking the walk, so it's a one-on-one situation here. As I don't think J-Rab knows that Zach's still alive.
J-Rab has no idea. He just found him. He just saw him.
Was it Malloy? No, so J-Rab's still alive. Malloy's running off dead. J-Rab is... What, did he get shot?
No, I think Yakmik's saying that Malloy confused him by running at him, and that's how J-Rab shot.
Oh, okay, yeah.
That was
crafty veteran
really
move
good
from Malloy. Then run right after
the Red Legion.
Yeah,
he had his gun down though.
Yeah,
so.
yeah.
Well, Urena was hitting the back, and he was fooling everybody by asking for a check.
No, I shot that guy right, but you're hitting the back. But I shot that guy right, but somebody shot you in the back.
So you're going to have 2 minutes in between points. Also head to pbleagues.com and check out some of these win percentage stats.
Yeah, that's so cool.
And then also Pat McKenna's doing player stats as well too, paintball stats on Instagram. And it's interesting when you look at Legion, because Kuzmin played 8 points this entire weekend. McDarby won, but it's 37 points played for both Burtnikov, Sergey, and Kirill, 29 for J-Rab, and 36 for Karslev.
Yeah.
So pretty obvious what the starting five is.
Pretty clear picture. Hey, I'm going to give you one shot. I hope it works out for you. Well, it didn't, so get really good at loading pods.
Yeah, you're fired.
And clean goggles.
Yeah, of course.
1 point lead for Legion.
Yeah, this is a big point coming up here, man. If Legion can survive this breakout, it's going to give them a good chance to go forward here. If Impact can do what they usually do, win the breakout, and then play a little bit more aggressively, they're going to be right back in this match. I like Mikey Arena. I like the way he's playing. I would like to see him pressing the stake a little bit more just because he's so good at that, you know? Yeah. He's been playing a really good kind of secondary utility player, but I'd like to see him pressing.
Well, when Urena was playing offense in the prelims, he was murdering people.
Yeah, and to me, you know, you have people do what they're good at, and to me, that's what he's good at.
But he has shown versatility and depth.
100%,
yeah,
100%.
I don't mind him in those spots, but he's just so good as a you know, that first punch.
Yeah. And I'm not saying he's not doing a good job. I'm just saying he could be doing even a better job, I think. On this field, you know, just it being an aggressive field, him being such an aggressive guy.
Can Legion hold on to this lead? Maybe extend it. We're getting down on time here. It's 3:13 to go. Legion on the red side and on the break. They're going to lose.
Big risk with Malloy going around the corner.
Well, they lose Karslev on the break. So Impact found a way to shoot that lane on Karslev.
Oh, they get two more, Matt, and a penalty.
Penalty going to be assessed here. That's going to pull out J-Rab. Big opportunity
2-on-5
for Impact.
Wow, Impact got such a good breakout here. They're so good on those breakouts. 2-on-5 advantage here for Impact. I don't even know if Malloy can pull this one back.
So Impact going to be careful on this close. Try to utilize this high body situation and make sure they tie this game up. They're going to shoot out Kirill, and that will do it. No, still one body left alive.
Yeah, Malloy's still alive in their snake, but not now.
Not anymore.
Not anymore.
Yeah, I thought they clipped him for a second, but he was alive for maybe 2-3 more seconds.
That was a devastating breakout. They lost 2 on the break, caught a penalty, ended up being 2-on-5 almost on the break. Advantage for Impact there.
So we're going to see at least one more.
Yeah.
2:06 on the clock. Dalton.
Impact should do that again.
He's good to go.
Whatever game plan that was, they should do that one again. If
this
that was
side is actually better. People have been shooting that Dorito side.
Yep.
The red side is for whatever reason it is.
Yeah.
It's easier to shoot the red side Dorito side. I think that's where more of the bodies.
I agree.
Come off.
Do you think it's because you're shooting right-handed?
I don't know. I think it's just the topography deal.
So we're going topography.
Over there.
We're starting making up words now, huh?
Well, from from the red side, blue side discussion where Karslev just got shot, during the prelims, definitely saw the blue side make that run alive more often than the red side. Red side was still making it probably 70% of the time, but I agree with you, Todd. I think the blue side is easier to make that run.
And the blue side snake is definitely easier to make.
Well, let's listen in. Impact's pits.
On that reach around shot, can you see? I do. I shoot and then I come back. Can you do that? Yeah, I've been doing that. I got you. And then Brandon, hey, Dalton and Mike, you guys are taking out. What?
So Dave mentioned the reach around shot. There's also a shot directly into that bunker. If you are in the Hertz bunker on the Dorito side and you just shoot a cross field in front of that bunker to the opposite
temple.
Opposite temple.
Yeah, we call that the Python.
So
open. Yeah, really good shot.
Yeah. So maybe that was the shot that they got him on. You know, you come off
hard
wrap
yeah.
toward the Dorito side and you shoot across the field in front.
Yeah, it's a really good shot.
The Python.
Good.
The Python. The shot's called the Python, or that bunker's called the Python?
Yes.
The Hertz Python wrap.
The Hertz Python super wrap.
Yep.
So 20 seconds to go for the start of potentially the last point.
10 seconds.
Or depends on what happens here. Also, can't get penalties under a minute. If it's a major, it will be a swing point immediately. We got 2 minutes to go in regulation. Ooh, a little bit of a jump.
Impact could have lost a body there.
Legion had a bad break. Legion, Karslev jumped early, tried to tag up, wasn't able to do it. So that is a big mistake here.
Yeah, Urena left early too, but they didn't catch him. 4-on-5 advantage for Impact.
Legion with a big bite up the middle. Krill's all the way onto Impact's side, trying to cut that lane down.
And it gets Dalton out of the corner.
Yeah, he shoots Dalton. He's going to wrap around, and it's going to have a little bit more
gets
freedom.
another.
Yeah, 2-pack here for Kirill. That's going to give them the advantage now.
Looking like Red Legion might be going forward. Impact's going to have to pull this out. Good move out there. Just the God.
Oh, and then Kirill with the 3-pack. That's definitely going on the move of the tournament or on Sunday's list, courtesy of Pate Smith Law. And J-Rab's trying to help out Kirill, who's just killing everyone. That's a 4-pack.
Yep.
So J-Rab got that last, the 5th kill, but that is a 4-pack for Kirill Peridny.
That's a move of the so far, right?
Yeah, that's going on the list. That's the best one we've seen.
That's the top of the list.
Yeah.
That was amazing.
That was considering they also had because they had a bad break.
And
Karslev leaves early. Kirill makes the big run up there. 1 kill, 2 kill, 3 kill, 4 kills. And that's the wrap.
And out of a bunker that no one's going and getting 4 kills out, right? Some guys are coming down here to this wing and getting 4 kills. No one's going up the middle and getting 4 kills like that. That was a really, really impressive move and play.
Wow.
How much time is left?
I was watching Kirill's miraculous
I
move.
I was watching you watching that move.
I didn't get a chance to head check on the clock. It can't be much. Maybe a minute?
Yeah, well,
that feels about right.
But honestly, with Impact shooting as well as they do on the break, it's not. They could easily go out and shoot 2 guys, rush Red Legion, get a penalty, and now they're it's a tie match all over again. It's kind of the way this match has been going. Red Legion has been playing more aggressively, but Impact's been winning the breakout.
It's just also that we're in Vegas, and all weekend long, people have been rolling dice up that middle.
Rolling the dice.
Waiting for that moment, hoping that would be.
Someday.
And it happens for Kirill's been trying. He's been probing up the middle, getting bunkering people, trading out, getting a kill here or there, being present. Not always going up there. He's going to the tower a decent amount too. But in the most important moment for him, it works out great. And we happen to be in Vegas.
Perfect timing.
Yeah. And there he is here on your screen. So also make sure to head on over to gosports.com. Going to be the best teams and players in the world throwing down here center court at the first big NXL event of the year, watching some Major League Paintball. We need your support, man. If you're a paintball fan, please subscribe to Go Sports. Need as many subscribers as we can to bring you guys the best show possible. Also, this game brought to you by Carbon Paintball, provider of the Golden Barrel. And Kirill Peridny, if they end up winning this tournament, he's making a statement right now for potential MVP. Because he doesn't do that.
Because you got to get there.
With the bad break that Karslev. Yeah, again, a lot of paintball to be played.
Yep.
Not at all? A little bit. Okay, don't worry about it then.
Let's get a look here at this 4-pack. So there's the bad start as Karslev. So Kirill shooting off the break, pausing for just a moment with the full commitment, and then hits the deck and crawls all the way up. And then let's look at these kills. Oop, catches Dalton slipping. Dalton had no idea it was there. And then as we fast forward, you're going to get Urena. Just running right into Kirill's.
Man, he's fast.
Just eating up Impact players. It's that kill on the Aztec, and then J-Rab stole his glory there for the 5th kill. But still, Kirill Peridny, amazing job. Yeah, it's also good to see. I mean, Kirill's been a long and amazing career for Kirill, but he blew his Achilles out about 5 years ago. So I remember when that happened. Some people never come back.
I thought he was going to start coaching. I honestly thought he was going to start coaching at that point.
Yeah, you blow your Achilles out as bad as he did, it's a pretty low percentage of being an elite athlete after that. But
hey, Red Legion able to survive a breakout here. 5-on-5, Matty, as Impact loses their first attacker on the top side. Second attacker releasing from the back center into this laydown inset. 5-on-4 advantage here for the Red Legion.
Yeah, Urena tried to go up and over to the snake and got caught, I think, by Sergey from the back center.
Malloy gets out to the snake corner for the Red Legion, giving them even better positioning.
Yeah, and a good fill for Impact is only 52 seconds left to go here in the quarterfinals. Zupa going to be pushing up in the snake. Here comes Kirill.
I don't think Zupa knows
Here comes Cornell. Zupa now passive, he runs into a gun as 3 bodies now dropping for Legion. Just 2 here on the bottom side and in the back spots. Trying to preserve this lead with 36 seconds left.
Malloy and J-Rab still alive for the Red Legion.
3 bodies for Impact, pushing on that top side and in the middle. Definitely enough time for Impact to clean this up. If they can work out one of these bodies real quick.
J-Rab catches another
Impact loses one,
2-on-2. Malloy has his loader off. That is not good. It's just going to be J-Rab. Malloy's gun's not up. Malloy's got to get this gun up here. 14 seconds left. He throws that loader on. He's hitting it. Not getting any balls out of the gun right now. J-Rab's going to get shot.
Right now.
And then finally got his gun up to trade. And that's going to be
play.
A no point. And as time expires, Legion is going to be knocking out Edmonton Impact. It was getting pretty dicey there.
Malloy is fired up.
Because Impact had those bodies. Malloy had his hopper off with 27 seconds left. J-Rab just wheeling and dealing back and forth.
His hopper's still on backwards.
Yeah, and he finally puts the hopper on to trade out at the very last second.
That was amazing. And then just looks at the Impact pit and goes, ah!
Yeah.
That was amazing. Great play.
Unbelievable. So Legion going to move on to play the winner of the Dynasty and X Factor match. in the quarters, which is going down next. And let's get a look here at this replay. So, yeah, man, he got his gun up at the very last second. If that gun didn't get up, Cornell probably would have had enough time. And you can see Cornell eyes to the sky in frustration. So Legion with this new roster, or a new pickup with J-Rab to complete their roster. That starting five. Definitely working out. They're going to have to get through either Dynasty or X Factor. Congratulations to the Hurricanes and Daniel Camp as they knock out Infamous. Could be a good year for Infamous, but Hurricanes going into top 4. They'll play the winner of either Houston Heat or Aftermath. Make sure to head on over, catch all the action on gosports.com. I'm Matty Marshall with Rich Telford and Todd Martinez. And we will be back with more of the quarterfinals here in Vegas. Stick with us.
Major League Paintball is coming to Las Vegas for the first event of the 2024 season. At its heart, the game of paintball is simple. Shoot your opponents before you get shot, and then march down the field to victory. In the Major League Paintball Pro format, each team employs 5 players at a time, and they have a buzzer on their side to protect. Hit the opponent's buzzer, win the point. En route to the buzzer, both teams will be locked in gunfights, utilizing diverse strategies while moving up a field full of bunkers, fighting to get into critical positions. And these strategies could change given the score and the time left on the clock. There's 15 minutes in regulation. The highest point total wins the game. This is chess with guns, with no quarter given and no quarter requested. Welcome to Major League Paintball.
So right here, this is the coolest part of the duel. I boxed when I was younger in high school. I wrestled, and you always put your feet in the ground and you look straight across at your opponent, whether it be 80 feet or 5 feet.
It's one-on-one, man. It's no man's land out there. You can try to think you have a way, and it could get completely corrupted really quickly.
I think that it's the truest form of skill. It shows how quick you can be, how much work you've done with your gun skills. I get to battle this guy. I get to go to war with this guy.
$10,000. $10,000. I've never won $10,000 playing paintball.
You can't bluff. You can't pretend like you're good. you got to put 10 points up. And you got to look the other guy in the face and tell that guy that you're going to put 10 points on him and he can't do anything about it, or maybe he will.
Gunfight.
Get on this box, look the other guy in the eye, tell him you're going to fuck him up, and go fuck him up. It's that simple, baby.
Hey, what's up, everyone? This is Walker with Carbon Paintball, here to show you the difference between the SC and the CC harness. Our premier pack is the SC harness. The first thing you're going to notice when you grab that is actually how light it is and how small it is. In fact, it is one pod less in width than a traditional harness as well. Secondly, the silicone that's throughout the whole belt is going to secure the pack on you, so if you're running, diving, jumping, it's not going to move around. And then you're also going to notice the ventilation. So the whole belt has perforations throughout to keep it way more breathable than a traditional pack. Lastly is the lumbar support on the SC pack is hard. That's going to keep it tighter to your back, especially if you're a little bit of a smaller guy. And the CC harness, the main difference that you're going to notice that it doesn't have the ventilated belt. And also when you put it on, it has a way larger lumbar support. It's a 2-tier foam, so it's really cushy, it's really comfortable, but it's not as rugged and tight as the SC harness. Other than that, what you're going to notice is all of the harder injection moldings for all of the logos on the CC harness versus the SC, all of them are soft or they're non-existent to keep the pack as light as possible. Besides that, both packs feature our tapered tube ejectors, so they actually slim as you pull pods, which is going to move the pods to the middle of your back and keeping your profile as tight and slim as possible. Both packs do come in 2 sizes, small, medium, and large XL, and they're both available in 4 and 5 pack as well. For a full feature list and more information, visit crbnpaintball.com.
Welcome back. 2024 NXL Las Vegas Major. We're still in the quarterfinals in the professional division. Best teams in the world throwing down right now. Speaking of the best team, it's San Diego Dynasty. They've been absolutely dominant since the COVID break of 2020. It's been essentially their league. They've won over half of the events since then. I'm Eddie Marshall. I got Paintball Legends. Todd Martinez, coach of Chicago Aftershock, used to coach Houston Heat. They're going to be in this set. And also Ryan Gray, new coach for AC Diesel. So we're going to be jumping into Dynasty versus X Factor and Houston Heat versus Aftermath. Ryan, we'll start with you. Dynasty, X Factor. Who do you got in this one? X Factor did just warm up in a win. What do you think?
Either one of these guys could win. You know, we were in the same pool with both of them. They both played really well. I thought on day one, X Factor looked the best. Yesterday, Dynasty looked like Dynasty. They looked really good. So this one will go either way.
Last time they played each other, it was yesterday, and it was a 1-point game.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, took the words right out of my mouth. So, Todd, let's talk about Heat and Aftermath. Aftermath warming up, looking absolutely amazing against the Bears. Heat did look really good in the prelims. What do you think?
Yeah, he definitely really looked good in the prelims. Anytime you go 4-0, you know, you're obviously playing good paintball. But, I mean, I don't know what switch flipped in Aftermath over here. I mean, they definitely gave us a good game. We went up early on them, but, you know, some of those points were points that they very easily could have pulled off on us. And then, you know, they've been playing really good paintball ever since. So, I don't know. I think this is going to be a tough one. And, you know, both of these games I think could go either way.
Yeah, when you're looking at Aftermath, they're just doing a lot of things right. They're shooting bodies on the break. They're playing various styles. They can play fast. They had some slower points that they were winning low body situations. I mean, they started out against the Bears winning a 2-on-4 and then a 2-on-3 to go up 2-0 and then never looked back. They didn't let the Bears score a point.
I picked Aftermath to be my dark horse this year just because of how much work those guys have put in the offseason. Like Grayson and I talk quite a bit. They care, which is really – oh, jumping in.
Yeah, jumping into point number 1 here, Dynasty and X Factor. And it looks like X Factor's going to be starting from the blue. So both these teams wearing blue. But X Factor starting from the blue side. Dynasty starting from the red side. Dynasty doubling up that back center. X Factor as well. X Factor first to go into that top side snake. Dynasty making a move to the mini wall. But a little bit of a more conservative break to start things out for Dynasty. Still 5-on-5 though. Now they're going to launch. Frazier moving up into that middle at the wedge. Looking towards that top side snake. Now a couple secondaries. Ooh, they do catch Axel Godin. So Axel Godin for X Factor taking the walk here from the bottom side. Trying to get out to D1 here, Todd.
Yes, and that's going to allow Archie to fill across here into the big Dorito behind the snake, and Arturo fills out behind him as well into that snake side can. Greenspan in the back center, Marcelo in that Dorito side temple. Billy Bernaccia in snake 2 for X Factor, but Alex Frazier made the move up the field to that center structure to play the big wedge to try and shoot down on Billy Bernaccia in the snake to keep him from wrapping around and doing damage, maybe catch him not knowing that he's up there. Archie Montgomery making the move over here for Dynasty into the snake as well.
And Archie crawling up through the dust cloud, going to get to the most important bunker on the field, which is that wedge. There's 2 of them. The way that this field is mirrored but sideways. Ooh, it looks like Frazier might have had some bad comms. I maybe just wanted to check off, make sure there was no one right on the other side, but he lived through that little move. And then now we're looking at that top side with Billy Bernaccia. He's at the wedge for X Factor, and Archie playing against his former team, and he's at the wedge on the bottom side.
TJ Danner skirted out here to this small Dorito to play down the wire to keep Archie from wrapping, but Archie is going to get a kill across the field out of the big Dorito. Looks like he shoots Matt Jackson.
Oh, but Alex Frazier gets shot out, so that's Dynasty's first death. So it should be a one-body advantage right now for Dynasty, as it's a 4-on-3 situation with both Axel and Matt Jackson taking an early walk for X Factor. But Billy's in a crucial spot, Todd. And Ryan, we have seen a lot of guys get multiple kills from that wedge. Talk to me about the game plan and why people are trying to get to that wedge so often.
Yeah, because you're wanting to try to turn the clock, right? So try to play the field across where these guys on the low side of the field have to then push, and you can literally turn the field basically from can to can across. Now, TJ Danner's messing that whole plan up, right? Being in the Dorito on the bottom side here, which has become really critical. You can stop the guy from being able to wrap the wedge. Maybe if he goes low, he can still do it, but it's really, really tough. Even though X Factor's down a body, they're in great spots.
Yeah, we've seen a decent amount of low body magic pulled out here this weekend. But mostly from, you really have to get a couple mistakes in that situation. Your opponents need to make some mistakes.
Yeah, I mean, you see how much attention's being put towards Billy Bernaccia's way right now. Arturo actually just switched back, but, TJ, he recognized that there was no pressure on him. He started to look a little froggy over there in that small Dorito. Now he's up on one knee on his feet now. He's looking to see if anybody's paying attention to him. But Greenspan's across, Arturo's across.
Oh, Billy Bernaccia with the big kill.
So he gets a shot onto Archie Montemayor getting shot out of that wedge. Ryan, could you see from your angle, was that Billy crossfield?
Yeah, so Archie had backed up into the middle of the snake, and Billy just shot right through the hole there.
Ooh, but it looks like meter coming off. Might have been Ryan.
Yeah.
Ryan Greenspan here in the snake to be he was very close to Archie, and now he's going to take over the attack. He's trying to get the angle cross field on Billy Bernaccia. Billy's going to tuck in down low, and then Ryan's going to come across. Billy's going to launch onto Dynasty's side. Marcelo Margot's right in front of him, though. Marcelo Margot trying to keep Billy honest. They're going to get a gunfight. I think Billy just shot Marcelo.
Yeah, right in the loader. Mm-hmm.
So Billy Bernaccia cracking things open on the top side here, Todd.
Yeah, Marcelo right there in that gunfight. Now Arturo is trying to play both sides. Here comes TJ Danner.
Ooh, no.
Doesn't catch Ryan Greenspan coming at him, and Ryan Greenspan's going to get shot before he hits the buzzer.
No. Who shot Ryan?
Billy.
God, Billy's balling out right now. Because I think it's just Billy, right?
Yep,
Yeah.
1-on-1.
That was a coast-to-coast shot.
So I think Billy has shot everybody.
Yeah, Billy, he's going to be going on the list for the money here. $1,000 courtesy of Pate Smith Law.
Yeah.
So it's a 1-on-1 situation, Arturo Andrade and Billy Bernaccia. And Billy's got to be feeling it. Got the kill on Archie, shot Marcelo, protected the buzzer, shot Ryan on the run.
Alex, Archie, Ryan, Marcelo. If he shoots Arturo here, that's a 5-pack.
Yeah, pretty clean, I guess.
Just a bit, right?
Yeah, pretty good.
So he's going to do a little tactical retreat, go back to that wedge. Ooh, is he messing with his gun?
I don't think he has any paint.
Oh, okay. He was just switching hands. I thought for a second he was messing with his air.
Yeah,
he's picking paintballs off the
Yeah.
ground. Well, when you have to clock in and kill everybody. But hey, man, you can shoot somebody with a ball picked off the ground. Happened yesterday. Arturo closing the gap. Ooh, picked him up. Ooh, Billy did shoot one of those balls he picked up off the ground. Oh, and Arturo Andrade going to win the one-on-one. Billy Bernaccia completely out of paint. So after a chaotic point, Billy Bernaccia was trying to complete the 5-pack, but not able to do it. Arturo saves it. Dynasty up by 1.
Let's go.
How unfortunate for Billy Bernaccia. Runs out of paint. And after shooting 4 guys, has to go back. Give up his good spot to go find paint.
Look at this replay. So that's Ryan Greenspan. He ran through, but then Billy Bernaccia was following him here and got that was a really far shot. But unfortunately for Billy, he had to shoot all his paint to do it and protect that buzzer. So then Arturo locked in a 1-on-1. Billy picking up paintballs off the ground, and Arturo's going to win that gunfight. Arturo also continuing to just earn, he was phenomenal form in the prelims at World Cup and drawing the start. They're also no Chris Shear and no Blake Yarber here for San Diego Dynasty.
Aftermath dropping 1 on the break.
Yeah, Houston Heat taking on Aftermath. Houston Heat on the red side and Aftermath on the blue side.
It's interesting. Not seeing 2 in that mine.
Ryan Moorhead went to the float spot and then had to fill out. That's how he ended up doubled up with Chad George.
Yeah.
So Aftermath losing that Dorito side temple, but then filling out there quickly. With Grayson, 5-on-4. Tyler Harmon over here in the big Dorito on the snake side. Ronnie Dizon doing surgery on his gun. Chad George in the corner. Ryan Moorhead up in the middle. Grayson Gladstone for Aftermath, filling out here to that Dorito side temple. He's looking like he wants to move. He fills out to the corner, Dorito corner.
Makes it clean. Grayson played really well in the prelims. Pulled off a 1-on-3. Ooh, referee checking him out. And still good to go. Tyler Harmon improves his position. Oh, man, refs are confusing me over here. The referee is reaching for his flag for a second. So Tyler Harmon into Snake 2. He's doing a little surgery as well. He's got top of his loader off.
Aftermath in the Snake. Over on the far side. Aftermath with now going to fill into the big Dorito on the far side as well. They are in the Snake side temple and the Dorito corner. Those are the 4 bodies.
I've seen this a decent amount. The climate here, because it's so dry, when you as soon as you take those paintballs out of the bag, they get more brittle.
Yeah,
so like you test it, and the paint's great, and then as soon as you start playing, it gets more brittle.
Yeah, it is incredibly dry and dusty out here in the desert, for sure. Paint management, incredibly important. You can't overstate how important that is. So Tyler Harmon finally has thoroughly cleaned his hopper. And he gets the crossfield kill. Oh, man.
Just in time.
That was perfect. Perfect timing for Tyler.
And then Tyler gets another
one.
Ryan Moorhead's going to move up. So if you go to pbleagues.com, check out the win-loss percentage player stats. Ryan Moorhead's played 14 points and won 12 of them.
Wow.
Grayson Gladstone is going to wear a bunch of paint in the back from Tyler Harmon.
Looks like a perfect point for Houston Heat.
Yeah. Man, Tyler Harmon spent a good minute cleaning his hopper, got it back on, and as soon as he looks up, looks across field, and wins that gunfight.
It's like the old Tin Man thing. Go into the snake, go far, go to sleep for a little bit, come up. Everybody's forgot about you.
Yeah.
It's interesting, too, here with the dust, right? As soon as a guy moves down the snake, even if they didn't see you go in, they know you're in.
Yes.
They know you're in.
Yeah, particularly on this bottom, we're calling the bottom side, top side, so... Snake, if you're listening, when we look at the overhead shot up by the big white VIP tent, that's top side, bottom side. Looks like it's more dusty on the bottom.